Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Carson Wentz and the Indianapolis Colts.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles David. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Third and short yardage. Prescott trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issues...
A scoreless game here early on, but how much longer will that hold up as we've got action in the red zone on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack, and he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 25 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This a give to Mack running to the right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mack. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. This defense backed up now as they're looking at a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Now Elliott. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that play will set him back 11 yards all told. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 2nd down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one, 33 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching.
A 4th down coming up. Decision time now, as this would be a long field goal attempt.
Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, and it's the Giants who are out in front. Kenny Golladay, a touchdown reception. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Demarcus Robinson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And it's the visiting Washington football team who have the lead in that one. Cam Newton has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the 3rd quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? Let's find out. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Time to jump back in. Opening drive, 3rd quarter. And this offense has it in the red zone, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run here with Taylor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and
well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. Prescott now from the 50. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Potential trouble looming for this defense. They'll need to stiffen here as they face a first and goal on their 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal. A loss of 6, and now it's third down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. Zone alert. Let's jump back in here. 1st and 10 at the 16. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's got Granson, his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Mack. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd. Dumps this one off to Mack. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On first down, Mack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Wynn's going to give this to Taylor, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run it with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now. One-score game, 7 points here in the fourth quarter. This offense, they need to get the football back on this onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A final score now from Chicago. And it was the Lions who emerged victorious. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Indianapolis, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.